Tesla's not doing well. As I just said, people really hyped up the stock prior to the inauguration. Now the inauguration has happened. The president, by which I mean Elon Musk, is in charge, and it turns out, oops, he's started. He's really stupid, and everything that entails. So, you know, people are, it's not going good. 85% of Tesla investors believe that Elon Musk's politics are having a negative or extremely negative impact on the company. To be clear, that is insane. Think of the average kind of person who is a Tesla investor. Just rotate that in your mind. Just imagine that in your head, okay? Now, 85% of them think that his politics... Now, and mind you, this isn't even just his politics in an abstract. He's literally the shadow president. He's at the White House making Donald Trump do ad reads for the... He is so powerful, he can get the president of the United States to read out loud the starting prices of his different Tesla lines. And in spite of that, this is what we get. Actually insane. Like, it's unbelievable. But, you know, Elon, he loves to defy expectations, doesn't he? He's very, very good at that. So he's doing a remarkably bad job at inflating Tesla's value, which is, I presume, like the main reason he's doing all of this. It's showing.
Call to action. You're hearing a call to action.
Yeah.
You giving up your other stuff? I mean, how are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty. Yeah, I mean...
Remember, Elon doesn't control any of the day-to-day operations of Tesla because that requires a degree of competence. All he is the front man, and he makes a lot of money. He is the most powerful person on Earth. That's unambiguous. Can we all accept that? That that's not like exaggeration to say that he's unambiguously the most powerful person on Earth? I don't think that's controversial at this point, not even remotely. He obviously is. What other person in American history has gotten the president to do an ad read? Like, maybe you could argue actually it's like the Lockheed Martin CEO behind that. Yeah, but okay. In terms of like publicly facing power, nobody else comes close. So his choked up answer here, literally just like, it's difficult to see people criticize me. It's difficult to see my stock plummet. And boy, people are treating the Teslas really poorly. Vandalism against Cybertrucks is growing more and more commonplace. People spray painting swastikas, dicks, putting Elon Musk Sieg Heiling stickers on them, whatever else. Now, again, I think that vandalism is deplorable, you know? If I was there in Germany in 1935, and there were like Jews who were like, we should do something to protest against the Nazis that run our government, I would tell them, no. That's morally wrong. Don't do that. I'm just making my politics clear on this issue, especially because I don't think we have the First Amendment anymore, so I'm just being clear on that. I would tell them that's morally wrong. You know, you can't do that. While I was in New York City, and I promise FBI, I had nothing to do with this, there were some big protests at one of the Tesla dealerships there. The NYPD, making phenomenal use of their time and energy, brought like 100 dudes, this isn't even close to all of them, to protect the Tesla. There was an incredible shot that I saw of them protecting a Cybertruck, which, hold on. Let me see if I can find that shot. It was literally like 50 cops piled around one Tesla, just a parked Tesla on the street. You know, it was insane. I can't find, maybe one of you guys can find that. I can't find it. It was absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. This one, did you find it? The image is loading.
Thank God.
The image, it's not an image, folks. It's a video. The video is loading. And the video, it played after it loaded.
Police are here to protect the Cybertruck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There was
6,
more
7,
than this.
8, 9 cops to protect one Cybertruck. Amazing.
There was more. I saw an image where it was way more than that, but that on its own is, you know. Yeah, a person owning a Cybertruck at this point, you just assume that you, like, support Hitler. Some Tesla owners are putting other brand stickers on their cars to avoid embarrassment. I think that is a good idea. Genuinely, I think that's a great idea. This is very funny to me. This is exceptionally funny to me. I can't, like, it's It's just phenomenal for the brand, you know? I'm not much of a car guy either, too. So I would see this and I'd go like, damn, I didn't realize Toyota was making dumbass looking cars too, you know? I didn't realize they were on that shit. Yeah. So anyway, things are going absolutely great. They're going phenomenally for Tesla. They're going phenomenally for Elon. This is, again, like, we are so lucky that our oligarchs are exceptionally incompetent, because in any other scenario with these people in, like, at the helm, they could do whatever they want, you know? They could do whatever they want. But as it turns out, people don't seem to want Hitler as much as they thought. Canadian government's now investigating Tesla for EV rebate fraud. Based. That was actually not obvious at all. I know it's crazy, like, looking at the world today, to believe that people are intolerant of Elon Musk's politics, but they really, truly, genuinely are. So obviously the administration is not going to take that sitting down. Here's a Truth Social post from Donald Trump. To Republicans, conservatives, and all great Americans, Elon Musk is putting it on the line in order to help our nation, and he is doing a fantastic job. But the radical left lunatics, as they often do, are trying to illegally and collusively boycott Tesla, one of the world's great automakers, and Elon's baby, in order to attack and do harm to Elon and everything he stands for. Remember when Elon Musk sued advertisers back in like 2023 because they were no longer advertising on the site that had all the Nazi and pornography stuff? And then Elon, he sued them because he said that it was illegal for them to not buy ads on his site. We're getting that from the president now. There is a very real possibility that the federal government is going to start arresting people for, like, protesting against Tesla. Not, by the way, for attending a protest, but, like, for encouraging people to not buy Tesla, if that makes sense. It's, the country is now sponsored by Tesla, unironically. Yeah. Anyway, it gets, Trump says anti-Tesla protesters will face hell. People protesting against Tesla should be labeled domestic terrorists, President Donald Trump said on Tuesday. Oh, I think I have that.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. You know, I've stuck up for the NFL. I've stuck up for a lot of American companies and other companies, but American companies. I did a very big favor for the NFL. I do favors for all of them. When you heard an American company, especially a company like this, supplies so many jobs that others are unable to do, when you do that, those people are going to go through a big problem when we catch them. And we have a lot of, you get a lot of cameras up. We already know who some of them are. We're going to catch them. And they're bad guys. They're the same guys that screw around with our schools and universities, the same garbage. And no, we're going to catch them. And let me tell you, you do it to Tesla and you do it to any company, we're going to catch you and you're going to go through hell.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that.
Incredible stuff. Not to do the obvious, you know, like, historical comparison, right? Like, not to pull it out of my hat. You guys aren't going to believe this. He's going to make a goddamn Nazi comparison. The Nazis considered certain types of consumption. It wasn't just the Nazis, actually. Like, we did this plenty in the 50s and 60s as well, during, like, the Red Scares. But the idea that buying things is not just a personal consumptive choice, but actually an act of patriotism. This is like a big fascist signifier. Because America during the 1950s, we definitely, I mean, we were certainly abroad. I mean, we were raising the goddamn bundles of sticks, you know? We were promoting that ideology. This is what the Nazis did with Volkswagen and Henry Ford. Yeah, because, you know, obviously Nazis were big into privatization. They were big into the synthesis of the state and corporate element, the use of corporate and state power done in conjunction. Of course, if defying the Nazis politically was illegal, why wouldn't defying the corporate wing of the Nazis be illegal, right? It was considered anti-patriotic to be, you know, conservative with your spending. You're trying to fuel the war economy. After all, the Nazis actually did that. Well, that's what I'm saying. The German fascist regime promoting the people's car 80 years ago. Okay, I'll admit, while I was familiar with the abstract of the historical parallel, I didn't realize the parallel with this direct. Yeah, there you go. There's Hitler promoting a Volkswagen. Cool. That's pretty straightforward. I don't really need to do much analysis here, I guess. It's just kind of like you look at the picture and it's... There you go. The car's brand name is Volkswagen. Guess why? Okay, you don't need to rub my nose in it. I get it. I haven't seen the image before. Did you see Ro Khanna's terrible response to this? Yeah, Ro Khanna represents Silicon Valley, and he is... Ro Khanna really is an enigma. I feel like he believes a lot of good things, but he also is utterly subservient to a specific type of person. And he will demonstrate that subservience at every opportunity. He's really based on some stuff, but then whenever it comes to like, I think that he thinks he can still reason with Elon Musk, which is a dangerous thing to believe for him. He is also quote tweeting a Nazi here to agree with that Nazi, right? Like he is quote tweeting, Himmler to talk about how the Reichstag burning is unacceptable. It's he could have just said nothing. Under no circumstances do you have to hand it to end wokeness. I think we should revive wokeness. Wokeness should get stronger than ever before. Remember when Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked by a crazy person with a hammer and they laughed at it on the right? There's no way through this in like a reconciliatory fashion, you know? Our enemies are Nazis, they're evil. They are not people the way that we're people. I mean, we're talking about like Elon Musk, man. We're talking about the sickest motherfuckers in the world. We're talking about like we're talking about like the denigration of this country on every possible level. Spiritual, symbolic, and practical outcome. They hate you. They would see hundreds of millions of people deprived of health care and basic human rights to slightly inflate the stock price of a few, and not even successfully. Like they're just attempting to. They're just stupid. At the end of the day, like we're talking about people for whom defunding Medicaid and tossing tens of millions of people out into the void, is acceptable, but spray painting swastikas on a Cybertruck is unconscionable. And this is an untenable moral system. Now, obviously, my moral system is that both of those things are bad, of course, because I would never condone vandalism. I gotta say though, just like at the face of things, the whole like Tesla car owner slapping other stickers on their car, I think that's funny. I see people with the Model S's and they've got the sticker and it's like, I bought this before I found out he was a Nazi or something. Okay, is it a little bit, too little too late, I guess? Maybe. I don't know how mad I'm going to be at like the average regular guy for buying a Tesla in 2017 and now it's like, oh shit, like a guy wakes up, right? He wakes up from a coma. Last time he checked anything going on in the world, it's Elon Musk was bragging about Tesla having a 100% LGBTQ positivity rate for their workers or whatever. They wake up and they're like, oh, what's going on? They see all this. I don't know. Just slap a Toyota sticker, Just put the Toyota sticker on the Cybertruck. Unfortunately, not everyone is as chronically online as us. No, but we're kind of past that point now, right? Like at this point, it's not. You don't have to be very online to see what's going on. You know what I mean?